Okay, so we've just seen Stuart Bowden in his show Before Us. I first saw Stuart last year performing She Probably Was Not a Robot. And you know, this one's a pretty similar show. Stuart's one of those rare performers that can actually combine, you know, absurdist humour with some really touching stuff. And you know, it's probably good that he does combine it. You know, he does combine his tragic sort of human stories with comedy, because if he wanted to, he could probably destroy someone. You know, he just performs everything so genuinely. He shows a lot of passion, and you know, just performs everything with a real verve and a real. It's just passion. I can't really describe it in any other way. You know, what I was sort of saying to myself as I left the show was that he creates a really tragic and quite beautiful and touching sort of story. And he creates a picture of that, and it's really quite vivid, but he paints that picture with just such a funny brush. You know, he creates you know, pretty much everything himself. It's all it's just him. This story, I'm not going to go into really a lot of detail about the narrative, but it's similar thematically to She Probably Was Not a Robot, in that it's about endings and beginnings. And I guess he doesn't really perform a show as creates a show with the audience. You know, I'm not going to go into a great deal about the sort of audience participation. Suffice to say that it's simultaneously voluntary and just completely involuntary. It's not a choice to participate. You're part of the story. You're irrevocably creating that narrative with him, and it's something that you know, I've never really seen an artist do in such a way. So he's showing here at the Blue Room until Saturday. So I really recommend you come and see him. You know, it shows at 9:30, and that's a pretty convenient time for people who live close to the city. And you know what, Fringe is once a year, so if you need to stick around after work for say 4 hours or so, do it. You know, there's plenty on. So yeah, check out Stuart Bowden in Before Us.